Everybody's all right. Everything's just moving a little slow this morning. Huh. Interesting. Okay, we're streaming. All right, so it says it's working. All right. I've been on vacation for a few days, guys. Give me a minute. Been on vacation for a second. Good morning. Let's see. Share. Yep. Oh, there we go. There we go. Give me a minute to get going, y'all. It's been a little bit of a technologically tough morning. I should expect nothing less since I've had such a good weekend. Long weekend. There we go. Boom. All right, so all right. Let's see. All right. I think everything's alive. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. All right. Oh, everybody done hopped on. Oh, you're ahead of me. Hang on a second, you guys. You're all ahead of me. Oh, I was going to be like sort of playing some soft, soothing acoustic music while you guys joined until I realized that my encoder, that's fancy videography talk, my encoder is not encoding like it should be encoding. So, okay, let's see. Let's do this so I can see you guys. And then let's do this so I don't have any feedback. Okay, I think hey, somebody tell me, where's Tim Boyd? How's my sound, brother? How's my sound? Are we 5x5? Are we 5x5 today? All right, one more quick share to make sure I got everybody. There we go. Share right now. Boom. All right. Okay, the share-o-rama is done. I think I'm sharing every place I'm supposed to be sharing. Hang on. I just felt like this morning was a pick up my grandfather's guitar kind of morning, kind of lazy. Sometimes the Holy Spirit just tells me to shut up and just play. So while everybody's hopping on, I think that's what I'm finna do. Oh, I can beat my own theme music. Watch this. Boom! It is the Yo Bro Show, live from the tiny house of rock in beautiful and historic Old Hickory Village, right outside of Nashville, Tennessee. And this is the beginnings of my theme song, I think. And Rob, I'm asking Tim because Tim's always the first one to pop in and go, hey, the sound is 5x5. So there we go. All right, good morning. What's up, peeps? I am tired. I am pleasantly and happily exhausted after a long weekend. I hope you guys are doing well wherever you are at. And welcome to your daily Welcome to the Daily Yo Bro Show, your daily dose of encouragement, humor, occasionally music, and accidental inspiration. I am your host. I get the feeling I may have some new people on here after this weekend, so hey, this is what this is all about. I am your unapologetically God-loving, patriotic, rock and roll idiot. And I'm your host, and for the next couple of minutes here, me and these crazy people that you see over here in the comments, we might just accidentally give you a little smile on your face and some steam in your stride today. In fact, here we go. For the next 10 minutes, I'll be conducting roll call because that's how this goes. All right. So, we got 20 people on. Man, come on. For a Tuesday? Come on. Dang, Jimmy. All right. So here we go. Oh, good morning, Kathy. Good morning, Kathy. Marlena's on. Julie, what's up, girl? We're praying for you and for your family, girl. What's up, Jill? Terry Lee, yo-ho! We be streaming. Yep, we be streaming. They be hating. What's up, man? Hey, looky here. Fred Marshall in the house. Good morning, Miss Shelley. See, I was just late, okay? I was late. I wasn't ditching today, I promise. Yes, I know. I need to wake up. Good morning, Lisa. What's up? Hey, Lisa, I got your message. You're very sweet to check on me. Rob Langston, Bad Rob in the house, y'all. Put a pin in that thought. I'll come right back to that. Good morning. What's up? That's right, Michael Curtis. It's the acoustic version of the Yo Bro show today. I actually have words. Milo Wright wrote some words to a Yo Bro theme. And I noticed Milo hadn't been on in a minute, so he might be butthurt that I haven't put it to music yet, but it's coming. I'm actually working on it. So Milo, if you hop on and watch later, I took the lyrics that you wrote for the Yo Bro theme, and I'm actually working on it. So I may have a theme song very soon. I also tasked Mick Blankenship with writing me a real heavy rockin' one. He hadn't done it yet. I mean, I pimped the boy out every single day up on here, and I just need brother needs a theme song. I'm just saying, Mick. I'm not saying, but I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? God, now I sound like a rapper. Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? What's up, David Monroe? Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Jay. How are you in Houston? I hope that you're knuckled under and everything's going good down there. Good morning, Rick Statton. I waved at you on my way through North Florida yesterday, brother. Hope everything is good with you. Oh, Soul Revival. Mr. Pastor Chris Welburn in the house this morning. What's up, dude? Rob, I need a bro cuddle. And we're going to talk about the bro cuddle in just a minute. Yeah, yes, I know. Chris, I'll be right there, dude. I'm drinking up. I'm drinking up. Hey, what's up, Burko? What's up? Yep. Oh, I need to wear my Yoda shirt again. I thought that was funny. Tim goes, yeah, I wore my Yoda shirt. He goes, it's the Yoda Broda show. That's awesome. What's up, Brian Neiman? Dude, you're in the Badlands? Brian Neiman drives all over this country in his RV, and he and that sweet little lady they know where all the best fishing spots are in the entire country. That's awesome. I'm jelly, brother. I'm jelly. Good morning, Jim Clark. Thank you. Today, here we go. Thank you for reminding me. This is the day. This is the day the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. Okay? If you got up this morning and you took a breath, which I did, and believe me, I was tired, exhausted, bone weary after the long weekend. And trust me, getting out of bed was not easy this morning. But I had you lovely people to look forward to, and that gave me just a little jolt that I needed to get out of bed. So there you go. No, I'm not going to play a Wham Christmas song, and thanks for asking. Next. What's up, Karen? What's up? Hey, Deb. Good morning. Oh, my gosh. Anyway, so sometimes I think better if I just strum mindlessly on the guitar. So I got to tell you guys about the weekend. I told you a little bit about it yesterday, but when I was driving, it's of course I couldn't really see because in my phone, first of all, I should be watching the road, but my phone was over here. But it was only popping up one comment at a time, so I had no idea until later. I went through and kind of watched everybody, and I Lycosaurus'd everything. But I appreciate you guys hopping on yesterday. I gave you a little bit about the weekend, and there's just so much to tell. I'm still trying to sort of let it all sink in. But one thing, okay, so first of all, let me just go ahead and get to this part. So Bad Rob and I spent a lot of time together, and it was a blast. And as I said yesterday, sometimes there were a couple of times when I really do think he and I might have been the only two sober people in the room because those people were having a great time. Okay, it wasn't a drunken debauchery, but everybody's having a few drinks, and just, you get a bunch of veterans and first responders together, and there's just going to be a few adult beverages and a lot of love and spirit and just loud, fun people. So Rob and I had some fun. Rob, I did not finish editing the video. I suck. I'm a slacker. I did some video with Rob, and I'm putting together a video, but man, I was just so dead when I got home. All I wanted to do was go to sleep, okay? So today, I will try to edit together some of the video and put together a little slideshow for you guys about the weekend. And plus, if any of you guys that are watching, I know Christy hopped on and watched yesterday, Christy, Rob, any of you guys, if you would, send me pictures, because here's what happens. I go to these events, and I go to work most of the time. I'm some type of a volunteer, whether I'm playing with Ryan or whether I went and did sound and stuff like that. I get caught up in work and I forget to take pictures. And so seriously, the last anything on my phone was the video pretty much of me and Rob playing around with a bunch of these guys at happy hour. And then I don't have any other pictures from the rest of the night because I got busy working. So it's I have half of the weekend documented. So if y'all got pictures, anybody who's watching, send them. So Chance, any of you guys, if you got pictures, message them to me, or I'll give you my number. You can text them to me or email me at the Yo Bro Show. You can email me, and I'm not leaving, hang on, but you can email me at yobroshow2019@gmail.com. There you go. There you go. So anyway, what was I saying? Okay, so Rob, I owe everybody a video. We had so much fun. I just have to tell you guys, we had a blast, and having after kind of what we were talking about yesterday, I'm going to hitchhike on what we were talking about yesterday. There are a lot of you guys that watch us here and that watch later, and I get messages. Guys, there's a, you know what? We have got a very awesome little tight-knit community of people who've never met for the most part. I mean, seriously, I think I've met 5 or 6 of you guys in person, but I love the way everybody props each other up. And so what I saw this weekend, and what I continually see, I've been to a bunch of Beyond the Battlefield events. I've worked with John Tigan and his wife Margie. I've been working with so Vicky and I started working with those guys probably 4 years ago at their first hog roast, which was a big event they had, and invited. It was like a Make-A-Wish Foundation weekend for warriors. Man, we did things like shooting targets out of helicopters, and they did a helicopter hog hunt and parachuting, and there's just all kinds of things that they've done over the years. It's great. So I've been involved a lot, but the one thing I noticed is there's a camaraderie for folks who've been in the military, and Still, there are a lot of men and women who are in the military and who are first responders who carry around a lot of, and we throw this word around, post-traumatic stress. They carry that with them, and a lot of times they don't unload it, and that's what builds up. And as the weekend went on, I started to realize that a lot of us that have never toted a rifle and have never put on a uniform and have never been a first responder and arrived on the scene of an accident, we all carry around a lot of things that eat at us too. And I think I think civilians are just as bad as folks who are big and bad and military folks, and they're supposed to be tough because they've carried a gun and all that. I think all of us, I think part of the human condition is it's tough sometimes to say, I am struggling. And some of the folks that are on here right now, I've talked to you guys individually, and you've messaged me at different times, and we're all, and guys, I'm telling you, I'm struggling right now. I'm telling you, I've got beef, man, as the kids are saying. I got beef. I gotta struggle through. I gotta get through, and it's hard to ask for help sometimes, So Rob wanted me to make sure, and I put a link to his website in the description. It's particularly if you're a veteran and you just need somebody to talk to. That's what Bad Rob's whole world is about, and that is a solid dude with a huge heart and as Rob and I have a new thing. It's like hashtag no judgy or not judgy. We're not judgy. That's just it. I love you and I'm not judgy, right? We don't have our judgy pants on. Just if you need to talk, just ping one of us. But especially with Rob, if you're a vet, man, very, very cool. Get up with him. Oh, good. Let me see who all's joined on. Hang on a second. The last comment I saw was that wham comment, Rob. Let me see. Marlene is on. Scott's on. What's up, bruh? Oh, look at that. Yep. Oh, listen, if you get a chance, go check out Brother Maven. I was bragging about him last week, but go check out Brother Maven. My boy Scott Barrett's working on some of their videos. Go check him out on the YouTube and stuff like that. Hey, Louis Earns in, the official chaplain of the Yo Bro Show. What's up, brother? I met some fine Marines this weekend, brother. You'd have been proud. Semper Fi, do or die. Good stuff all around. So what's up, Eric? Good morning. I still got to get up with you, man. I squirreled all the time last week. Anyway, Rick put Celebrate Recovery up. Now listen, Celebrate Recovery. At some point, dude, we're gonna have to do a Zoom call and let you and Fred talk about Celebrate Recovery. I know that you've been doing this a really long time, and I know Fred just started a Celebrate Recovery in East Tennessee. That's awesome. What's up, Abe? What's up, Abe? Is that the last one? Is that the last? Okay, I'm at the bottom. Okay, cool. Anyway, all that being said, all you guys that are on here, prop each other up with prayer, reach out to one another. Nobody gets out of here alive, okay? The clock's ticking on everybody. The fact of the matter is that there is absolutely no shame in telling somebody that, you know what, I'm struggling. And I know that sounds like I'm beating a dead horse, but it's amazing to me. And I'm trying to decide if I want to pick on this brother by name. Because I love him, but he's kind of shy. But one of our brothers, that I saw this weekend, and he's one of these guys that I've seen at a couple of these events, and I love him dearly. And to give you a hint who it is, if anybody happens to know, he's the first guy who ever signed that red guitar right there that has all the everybody who signed that guitar is veterans, first responders. Most of them are combat veterans, and more. I think 90% of those folks on that guitar got Purple Hearts. But he was the first guy to sign that guitar for me. But he's one of those cats who is really has struggled off and on, and he's got a dynamite. He's got a dog, which is one of the primary functions of Beyond the Battlefield right now, is getting folks, is getting them dogs because they're so helpful. I mean, the dog can wake him out of if he's having a nightmare, the dog can wake him up, and he's just an emotional support all the time. It's really, really awesome. But we had to break it down, man, on Saturday morning. We're there surrounded by all these people. And I'm like, seriously, there were times I looked around. I was the only guy who hadn't toted a gun, hadn't served in these. And we're around all these people, and the brother was struggling, man. And me and Brother Chance, we laid it down. We got over in a corner, we got quiet, and we just blessed that brother, man. We just prayed, and I mean prayed intense over this guy, man. It's just, all of us are just this. I think that we all kind of got stuff you're already sort of struggling with, and then you throw on top of that the Rona. And the fact that we've all had to sit home and kind of stew in our own juices, it's just been, that sounds gross. I'm going to quit saying that. Somebody pointed that out the other day, that it sounds gross about stewing in your own juices. So let me back up. We all have had to sit home and just percolate. I don't know. We all been stuck at home. Anyway, and guys, and let's face it. Okay, so here's the deal. In a way, big, bad, burly military people and artists are kind of the same. What? Yeah, I got artist brain. But what comes along with artist brain is there's all this creativity, but there's also all this just crazy, because you see the world differently. There's just stuff can get you down, and it's just hard to get off the mat. It's hard to get up off the mat. And so that, it happens to everybody. Okay. We all just got stuff anyway. So as far as, I did want to share something with you guys that I came across this morning almost by accident as I was reading through the Psalms. And I think that this is one of those things, and I did not have time this morning with my technical hiccups. I didn't have time to put the words on the screen, so I'm just going to have to read to you. In the meantime, Brother Louie, you're always so good to put the links up there. He's put a link up there to the Tigan Foundation Beyond the Battlefield. And iron does sharpen iron, my brother. Oh, my goodness. Hang on a second. Rob, I'm trying to do a show, dude. Hey, good morning, Kyra. What's up? Why can't we do a Zoom call? Okay. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, we're going to do a Zoom. We're going to do a Zoom call at some point. We're just going to have everybody who wants to call in, and it'll be Rob hosting, and it'll be called It's Okay to Be Broken. And I think that's great. That's awesome. Put a pin in that. Boop. We'll come back to it. And here's the deal. If you call me, I won't be able to hear you because my new phone doesn't plug into my soundboard, okay? So just chill. Yeah. Dude, I love you. Give a brother a second. Okay? I can't answer all your comments, Rob. I'm trying to do something. God, I'm busy. You're like one of my kids, man. Dad. Daddy. Anyway, I'm trying to read the Bible, dude. Give a brother a second. All right. So here we go. Here's one of those things that I think might be a little problem that each of us might struggle with, but I'll tell you what else. This is Psalm 107. And this just might be part of the problem with America. See, I tried to be all cool and be like, whoosh, and it didn't work. Hang on. The sound effects help. You ready? As he whips out his reading glasses. Whoosh. It makes it seem a lot less like I'm getting old when you make it sound like a ninja move. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. All right, there we go. Now I got my bionic. All right, here we go. So Psalm 107:13. Then they cried to the Lord in their trouble, and he saved them from their distress. First of all, how many people do you know? Good Lord. How many people do you know that will humble themselves enough just to say, God, I need help? And this is one of the most amazing things in the world. God knows the prayer of your heart. Now, truly, whether you are a believer or not, God knows what's on your heart, And when you take a moment and you humble yourself and ask God for help, he listens. Now, we'll get into the whole answer to prayer and things like that in a minute, but you just got to start with humbling yourself. You think maybe our entire nation has kind of forgotten this part right here? Then they cried to the Lord in their trouble, and he saved them from their distress. It didn't say, it didn't say the Lord saved them from their distress because he knew that they needed help. They cried to the Lord. Do you think that that's part of our problem in America? Here's another thing too. Do you think maybe that might be one of the things that is maybe you could do a little bit better? I know I do. And I'm being seriously not judgy right here. I'm telling you, there's a spot right over there in the middle of that floor that every single day since I set foot in this house, I make myself get down on my knees every single day, and I start my day thanking God for everything and doing my best to just tell God that what's going on, asking him for help, and I'm telling you what, but here's the thing, when I get out on the road, when I get out doing other things, or if I'm in a hurry, there are still times when I will miss that time. And I'm telling you, it wrecks my day. It wrecks my day. Humble yourself and tell God you need help and make time to do it. And it doesn't have to be a special, I'm telling you, driving down the road yesterday on that drive, I talked to God a lot on that drive. I ended up having nearly 10 hours yesterday on the road. I talked to God a lot on that drive. And, but you've got to just humble yourself enough. And then the thing is, so they cried to the Lord in their trouble. He saved them from their distress. He brought them out of darkness, the utter darkness. And he broke away their chains. Broken chains, Rick. I don't know if this is one of y'all's Bible verses for broken chains, but I'm telling you, but it starts with humbling yourself and remembering that to ask God. And here's the thing. Sometimes those answers to prayer are not necessarily God going, now things are better. No, it's somebody in your life stepping up. So be somebody's answer to prayer sometimes and listen, but you also have to be humble enough to say, hey, God, I need help. And then tell your brothers and sisters, hey, I need a little help. Can you talk me down off the ledge? Man, it takes so little. People, man, guys, do you realize in the world that we're living in how low the bar is set? People's expectations of other people are just not. People just don't have a lot of faith in each other or humanity. Good Lord, what is going on? I got an antenna. Get back in there where you belong. There we go. Oh, God, now I look like I'm, good Lord. I know, squirrel. Anyway, our expectations of each other are really low most of the time because people don't have a lot of faith in humanity. But here's the deal. Don't wait around. Be the first. Reach out to somebody when you need help, but also reach out to somebody who you think might need help. Hey, you all right? Getting down? Simple text message. Hey, hadn't heard from you in a minute. Hope everything is okay. That's one of the things that I really think that over this next little while here, there's God's been downloading a whole bunch of things into me about this platform here and this show and all these things like that. But that's one of the main things that I think we have the opportunity to do is this little group of people right here can make a difference for the people that we want to change the world. It starts with you. It starts with us, all 30 of us that are watching right now, because all 30 of us probably touch and influence thousands of people you don't realize because you touch somebody and they touch somebody. That's the way it works. Hey, it spreads like the Rona. That's right. Love, light, God's love spreads like a virus in a good way. So let's remember that. You know what I'm saying? Seriously. Okay, hang on a second. Rob, okay. Oh, look at you guys. Oh, God, you guys are throwing me Bible verses. I may not be able to keep up. All right, so Rob, okay, you threw me a Bible verse, so I'm going to humor you, okay? Because it's the Bible, I'm going to read it, okay? So he says Philippians 2, 3, and 4, okay? And if this is one of those Bible verses that I should have memorized and I should already know, I'm just going to apologize right now that I don't know it. Philippians, or as my kids called it, Philippians. The Philippians. Does that mean that they're followers of Philip? Anyway, so Philippians, I got it highlighted already. Hey, just whoosh, there it is. Do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit. Rather, in humility, value others above yourselves, not looking to your own interests, but each of you to the interest of others. Bam. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Louis said 1 Peter 5, 6. Look, I almost turned right to it. That means the Lord's got something good for us right here. So that's 1 Peter 5, 6. Louis, here we go. Humble yourselves, therefore, under God's mighty hand, that he may lift you in due time. Humble yourselves. Thank you, Louis. That's it. Yeah, humble yourselves. Man, one of my favorite Casting Crowne songs is What If His People Prayed? Guys, we are so caught up in our own world so much of the time. I mean, you know, at some point in time, you just got to take a deep breath, just lay it down before God and say, thank you for where I'm at. I don't have all the answers, but God, I know you do. Whew, I need help. I think one of my favorite things Greg Locke ever said, he said, sometimes the most heartfelt prayer is literally just, oh, God help me. I mean, that's it. God help me. You know? Anyway, God knows what's on your heart. Oh, you've got mail. I thought I had that thing muted. Good Lord. Anyway, and I know I'm talking 1,000 miles an hour this morning, and for a guy who's working on a sleep deficit, I know that's kind of weird and possibly dangerous. But anyway, hey, I got to tell you guys kind of a, and this is something funny. And if you don't think it's funny, well, I'm sorry, it's okay. But I went to go take a whiz at a truck stop someplace in South Georgia, and there was one of these little cards. I don't know if you can see that. I love it. And you'll see people handing these things out. The last time I saw one of these little cards, and somebody was handing them out, quite frankly, they were handing them out outside the Iron Maiden concert that I was on my way into a few years ago. Yeah, that's right. Love Jesus. Love rock and roll. Can't quite, yeah, whatever. Well, that's a discussion for another day. But anyway, my whole thing is this whole attitude. Yeah. Has that ever worked in the history of ever? Are you good enough to get into heaven? Because nowhere on here does it ever talk about a relationship with Jesus. It's a list of all the things you've done wrong. And nowhere on this card is there ever. Yeah, I'm thinking, so they put these things apparently on all the urinals. So yeah, that's going to help. Now, I don't know. I'm not downplaying the brothers' ministry, whomever this is. Back to basic Baptist ministries, rather. Yeah. I'm not dogging your ministry, but I'm like, relationship, yo, relationship, yo, Jesus. It's a real thing. Yeah. Relationship. Okay. Yeah. Telling people how crappy they are is, I mean, we all kind of are, but still. Seriously, has that ever worked in the history of ever? God, it's like the guy with the sandwich board. The end is near. Anyway, sorry. Oh, hey, I do have to give I'm going to give a couple of shout outs real quick, and then I'm going to pray us out of here. Oh, God, hang on a second. I got to catch up with you. Okay. I've done, hang on. I've done lost track of where you guys are at. Oh, Michael Curtis, he's a chain breaker. Come down from the mountain for your brother. That's right, Marlena. Scott Barrett, you were hysterical. He put up there, hesitations, one, ... That's funny. Let's see. Oh, God. Rob, cluck, cluck, squish. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. You're so funny. What was I saying? Oh, shout outs. Oh, hang on. Deb sent me one. I think I know where she's going with this. One more Bible verse, okay? Hey, humor a brother, all right? I haven't seen you guys in days. Yesterday didn't count because I was driving and I couldn't really pay attention. So, yes, it was much like you were sitting in the back seat and I was just kind of ignoring you like I do my kids on long trips, okay? It don't mean I don't love you. And this is like this. I did go into the book of Deuteronomy 28:8. This is early in the Bible, y'all. This is early in the Bible. This is early in the middle of all that. This is like once you get past the begats and all that. So she says 28:2. Deuteronomy 28:2. Oh, she's done scroll by. Is that right? Where we at, Deb? Yeah, we go. Okay, so Deuteronomy 28:2. All the blessings will come on you and accompany you if you obey the Lord our God. That's awesome. You will be blessed in the city and blessed in the country. The fruit of your womb will be blessed, the crops of your land and the young of your livestock, the calves of your herds and the lambs of your flocks. That is awesome. Yep, that's right. That's right. Bam. Boom shakalaka. There you go. Get right. The way things work is you get right, you believe, everybody who calls upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. You will be changed. There we go. We'll get into all that later. Anyway, and I hope I haven't offended anybody by dogging that guy's ministry, but I don't know. Just not my thing. Sorry, I don't think it works. But anyway, that's Squirrel. Couple of shout outs real quick. First of all, if you've never been to the Ace Cafe in Orlando, make a trip because the food was great. That's who hosted our ride on Saturday morning. It was absolutely awesome. The food there was great. The people there were great. It's really kind of cool. It's like a motorcycle shop with a built-in cafe. It's absolutely awesome. And in the days that we're living in, the people at the Crowne Plaza downtown in Orlando, that hotel, those guys, first of all, every single employee was unbelievably friendly, helpful. Everybody was smiling. And sometimes it was like they pull their mask down and smile, you know what I mean? And that hotel was sanitized, bro. I'm telling you, that hotel was on lockdown for germs, man. They were constantly cleaning. Of course, everybody had on gloves and masks and things like that. When I got back to my room on Saturday afternoon, I mean, she had re-sanitized everything. The whole place smelled like, I mean, it was great. So I can only imagine the stress in the hotel industry right now about all these things, but they kept that place absolutely sanitized, and they were the most wonderful people, and we were a loud, obnoxious group of people. So shout out to those two groups right there. Also, oh God, Rob. Yes. Okay. Sorry. I was judgy for a second. I'm sorry. You're right, Rob. I was being judgy. I'm sorry. You know what, guys? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Back to Basics Baptist Ministries. I'm sorry I dogged you. I'm sorry. That was awful. That's terrible. You're right. I'm going to go get in a puddle and cry. Because now I feel guilty. Great. Now I feel guilty. Oh, God. Great. I'll never get through the rest of the show. Now I'm putting the guilt cloak on. It's on. Anyway, I'll give you one more quick shout out. I met a couple of the coolest folks, and I hope that at some point in time they get to watch this. But I got to meet Fred and Jenny from Redeemer's Cross Motorcycle Ministry in West Palm Beach, Florida. Love these guys, man. They're absolutely awesome. So these guys, we met and not by accident, and we sat and talked and fellowshiped before the ride on Saturday morning. Great people, and a great. This sounds like a great ministry, man. Redeemer's Cross Motorcycle Ministry, man. Look them up down in West Palm. Great folks. Just a super loving couple, and that's just the whole thing. And let me just bring everything down home right quick. You know, at these big gatherings, you know, one of the things that always upsets me is that, like I said, I get too busy. I don't have a picture of Fred. Fred and Jenny and I spent hours talking off and on over a 3-day period, and I didn't get a picture, you know? So I kind of hate that. But you don't need, let's don't wait for a big gathering, okay, of people where there's tons and tons of people to talk to or whatever. You know, you can have fellowship any chance you get. And right now we can even do fellowship like this. But I guess what I'm saying is the thing that I miss the most about not being able to gather in large groups is it is just the spontaneous fellowship that can kind of, I like those little spontaneous moments of meeting somebody that you've never met before. Like right now, if it weren't for like sort of having this gathering, I wouldn't have met those people, and they've blessed me, and they told me I blessed them. So hopefully we were blessing each other. It wouldn't have happened. So that's part of what's frustrating, I know, for all of this, is that, you know, we're meant for fellowship, and it's a little tough sometimes. But when you do find occasion to connect with somebody, even randomly at the Walmart or any place, we can't lose that. And I think it's more important than ever, because we're not always going to have large gatherings where God might be putting 50 people all together at some place where you are going to bump into that person. These days, it may be that person in front of you in line at the grocery store, or pumping gas on the other side of the gas pump from you. That might be the person that you're just supposed to say hey to. You're just supposed to smile. The person, you know what I mean? It's not as easy as it used to be, because there's not as many choices. So with there being fewer choices, we got to be more diligent in making sure that we're loving on people, just spreading a smile, you know? Yeah, there we go. So don't wait for a giant gathering, because it may be a minute. Take every opportunity you get to love on somebody, because that might be the only loving they get all day from anybody. And I have a whole dissertation I could go into on all the different types of people I saw on my drive, because I'm an old guy these days, and I got to stop to pee way more than I used to on those trips. I'm just telling you. But it put me in more different locations around more different people, at rest areas and at gas stations. And I'm telling you, all I'm going to say is this country's not as jacked up as they want you to believe. Okay? I'm just going to tell you right now, because I saw a lot of people. I saw a lot of black people. I saw a lot of white people. I saw a lot of Hispanic people. And we interacted pretty regularly, holding doors for one another, standing behind each other to pay for gas, pumping gas and things like that. Yeah, and guess what? Never once did I ever run into somebody who said, what do you think about the state of this country? Who are you voting for? Where do you go to church? Nope. It was just, hey, how are you? I'm good. How are you? Have a good day. Hey, be blessed. I mean, is that so hard? Anyway, I had a little thing jotted down, but I think that's a sermon for another day. We're gonna let that one pass because I gotta let you guys up off the mat. You gotta get to work. I don't. 2 more weeks of vacation. All right. Anyway, here we go.
Smite.
I deserve that. I deserve the smite for making fun of that guy's ministry. That's terrible. I will repent. I will repent of that sometime. Anyway. Oh my gosh. Anyway. Oh my gosh. All right. So here we go. Let's break this down and let me get you guys out of here and on your way. I'm running over. I'm running over, guys. Sorry about that. I don't mean to keep you this long, but sometimes, here we go. Yeah, if you can possibly pray and not look at the bed head, that'd be awesome. God, thank you for this time today. God, I thank you for this group of people. I thank you for our opportunity to just share a little bit of this in this type of fellowship. And God, we know that right now it's not easy it's not always easy for us to both tell people that we need a little love, we need a little help, we need a little attention, nor is it easy for us to understand that other people may need that as well. So God, open our hearts, open our eyes and our hearts to the opportunities that are there for us to love on one another and spread love, spread peace at a time in which it seems like that's getting harder and harder to come by. And God, I thank you for the opportunities that we do have. All of us have a few opportunities each day to interact with somebody. And whether it's online or whether it's in person, God, I ask you just to embolden us to be those people, to be those Jesus people who love people no matter who they are, no matter where they're at. God, I ask you to embolden us and help us carry the light out into this dark world. We can make a difference. We can make a difference, and it doesn't take much, Lord. It does not take much to let somebody know that they're loved and that, you know what? Right now, in this little 30-second interlude where you and I are going to stand behind each other, you know, paying for our groceries, or that moment where maybe we're both pumping gas across from one another, it doesn't take anything for us just to make sure that person understands that, guess what? You know what? I just met you, but I love you. You matter to me in this little moment right here. Let us be those people. Let us be those people. Change starts with us, Lord. Help us be those foot soldiers that go out there and love on people. And help us all be bold enough to ask one another for help when we need to talk. And I thank you so much for this opportunity. You know, I thank you for Bad Rob and his huge heart and his opportunity and the chances that he's had to talk to people and really love on people. God, I thank you for him and he and I both know people that are like that. And so, God, I ask you to take our yo-broers and these little tiny house rockers that watch us on here, help us be those people every single day. Take some light out into the dark world. And for each of us, just help us remember that this is the day that you made. We should rejoice and be glad in it. And we need to just jump on those opportunities whenever we can. God, thank you for that spirit you've put in us. Let us take that spirit out into the world. Keep us all safe till we can all be joined again tomorrow. And for every ear that hears this, whether it's now or later, God, please pour out your peace and grace and mercy upon all of us and the peace that passes all understanding. In Jesus' name, amen. There you go. Boom. Yo, bro. There we go. All right. So I guess I got to play us out of here. I don't know. Do I take... Should I take requests? I mean, I know we're running long, y'all. I know we're running long. Should I take requests, or should I just rock us out of here? I don't know. Hey, in the meantime, I got to do this. But I'm obligated by contract to say, hey, you can touch me up at the Yo Bro Show 2019 at gmail.com. Please go over and subscribe to the YouTube channel, even if you don't watch it on YouTube, because the YouTube channel, more people have YouTube than have the Facebook, y'all. So touch me up over there. I do answer my emails, and I appreciate our emails. Here we go. Let's see. What should I play for you guys? That's it. Yeah, Tim, we're still on. So I guess maybe I'm gonna have to. Wants to know if we're still on. Well, the Yo Bros wanna know if we're still on. I said, Lord willing, creek don't rise, we'll still be on. I just totally made that up. Yo Bro Show. And we're still on. And no, Rob, I'm not gonna sing anything about Wham and that stupid Christmas song. I want you to go out and have a great day. Make it yours and throw some love some people's way. All right, y'all. Go get them today. Love you. Bye.